It's there. Thanks for your patience. Welcome. My name is Steve Stein. I'm the founder of BetterListen WisdomFeed, and proud to be the host of of the the Time to Chill Meditation Challenge. This is day 4 of the meditation challenge, and uh, in the meditation challenge today, there's Ashley Bear, a wonderful gratitude meditation, and today we are featuring and very pleased to have Jodi Baretz, who's been working. I'll let her give her own in-depth introduction, but she's been a friend and a collaborator with Wisdom Feed for some time now, and very lucky and happy to have her. Today's topic is self-compassion, meditation, and community check-in. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Jodi.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Steve. I'm excited to talk about self-compassion today because I feel that it is an area that we don't address enough in our lives, and it is so important. We all know and are taught, compassion for other people is very important, but very rarely do we talk about compassion for ourselves. And it is such an important thing to be able to practice because it just doesn't come naturally. We're not kind of taught from a young age to soothe ourselves or to comfort ourselves. We expect that to happen externally. And when it doesn't, we are left with a lot of emotional dependency needs or trauma, from when we're a child. So self-compassion helps us love, wait for it, every part of ourselves, even the parts that we're not super proud of. Because even those parts, not letting you off the hook for any unskillful behavior that you might have. However, you have to be able to realize that most pain, and I like to call it unskillful behavior that we're not proud of, comes from a place of pain or trauma. So we need to go back and heal those parts of ourselves so that we can live the lives that we want to live and act the way that we want to behave. So, having said that, I just want to point out that I'll give you an example. So if you have anxiety and you hate that about yourself, right? We're going to try to push that away. We're going to try to reduce the symptoms. We're going to try to get rid of it. But the way that I treat my clients is embracing that part of you. And that's really what mindfulness is, right? Acceptance without judgment. So how can we accept that we have this anxiety, be with anxiety, not try to cure it, but also try to understand maybe where it's coming from. So if you have anxiety or you have a short temper or you're, acting in any way you're not proud of, it's protecting you from a hurt that you don't want to feel, probably from childhood. So that's just a long way of saying self-compassion is really important. Like Steve said, I'm Jodi Baretz. I'm a psychotherapist. I'm a mindset and relationship coach, and I help women, mostly women, bring joy and meaning into their lives. I see people individually, and I also have a mindful women's group for empty nest and beyond, where we talk about how to live a more joyful, meaningful life. So without further ado, I guess I can start the meditation unless somebody wants to ask me a question or talk about what I just said, or want to share anything about how difficult it is to be kind to yourself.
Right, just as kind of a footnote, this part of we're doing more and more. This whole challenge is brought to you by Wisdom Feed Plus. It's our new community that we've been building. I've been a little bit about me. I've been publishing audiobooks for many years, collaborating with John Kabat-Zinn for 30 years plus, or plus, and very fortunate to be doing that, working with Bob Roth from TM and Marianne Williamson, a whole assortment of people over the years. And so out of my audiobook label, BetterListen, originally I built WisdomFeed as a blog for my authors, then WisdomFeed Plus to create communities. As WisdomFeed Plus, our community, our membership is evolving. I hope some of you have checked out the live sound bath with Tanya Gold. There's recordings posted. We're sending out clear links for all that. We had beautiful Sheila Magalhaes from Heart Song Yoga is our new yoga partner. They have a whole array of yoga classes, and a bunch of those classes and those live events. And also, Jodi will be with us third Thursday of each month at noon, doing a similar kind of community check-in. So that's kind of a long-winded way of saying we welcome input if you have any input or questions, or after the meditation's done, you're welcome to either put something in the chat and I will read it, or you could do that now, or turn your camera on and ask a question. So that's a little bit of context for everything. And so glad all of you folks have showed up. So that's my housekeeping.
Well said.
Cool.
Anybody want to share anything or ask a question or check in? Because this is your community check-in, right, Steve?
Yeah, that's what we're cultivating. Because even though the pandemic is over, we did a summit a couple of months ago on loneliness, and there's still a lot of people looking for community, and we will be doing live events with WisdomFeed, but right now, wherever we're just trying to create a place for people to connect. Maybe there'll be more things to share after the meditation. Feel free to do so if you like.
Okay. Should we start? I guess we'll just get started then with the...
If you have any questions, you could type them in and we'll get to them afterwards.
Okay. So everybody, relax. Take a breath, close your eyes, and just start to breathe and watch yourself breathing. You may have thoughts running through your mind. That's normal. We're just trying to turn down the volume and let those thoughts come and go, while our main focus is on our breathing. We can't help the thoughts. They're there. They're always going to be there. But mindfulness and meditation helps you with your ability to focus your attention to where you want it to be, so that when you're in a negative spiral, you can stop yourself and say, I notice I'm having these thoughts, and be able to just not believe everything you think, not get caught up in them, but let them go. So take a couple of minutes and just do a quick body scan, relaxing your eyes in the socket, maybe slightly parting your jaw, relaxing your cheeks and your face and your head. Making sure your shoulders are down, torso lifted, upright but not uncomfortable, upright but not uptight, I like to say. Feeling a connection with the chair. And your feet connecting into the floor. Letting everything go from your day. And just breathing. Watching your breath. Now I want you to think about a part of yourself that maybe you don't like so much, or that you're trying to get rid of. Like I mentioned before, it could be anxiety, could be thoughts, beating yourself up, could be some behavior you're not super proud of. And I want you to notice your relationship with that part of yourself. Do you wish it wasn't there? Do you hate it? Trying to get rid of it? If that is the case, I want you to, for a moment, to try and embrace and love that part of yourself. And I know that might sound very difficult at this moment, but we want to embrace and love all parts of ourselves in self-compassion, not just the parts that we're proud of. And remember, that part of yourself is protecting something. It is in your corner. It is trying to protect you. Even if we don't like its protection, even if it's overactive, even if it's doing this job 24/7. And if it is overactive and it is doing that job, that part of you is probably an employee you would want to hire. Very persistent, right? So it's doing this job inside of you for a reason. And most likely it has something to do with a childhood, I don't want to say trauma, but a childhood struggle or challenge, a need that may not have been met. Maybe you can even picture yourself as a little girl or a little boy or a non-gender person. I don't want to offend anyone. Just picture yourself little. What does that child need that they didn't get? Maybe ask it. What didn't you get? What do you need? And then you, as an adult, can tell that child whatever it needs to hear. You are loved. It's going to be okay. You got this. Make peace with that part of yourself. Hold its hand, give it a hug. Be the person that maybe wasn't there for them. We don't need to rely on other people so much when you have the ability to comfort yourself. Look at that child as you would a beloved child of your own, or a pet that you love, or anybody that you love. And use those same loving eyes on to them. Ask if there's anything else you can do for them. And maybe let them know that you're always here whenever they need you. Give them a hug. Maybe put your hand over your heart. Feel the love that's emanating from your own self. You did that. And if you have trouble doing that, that's okay too. This is not an easy exercise. This is about accepting all parts of ourselves, even the ones we're not proud of. So take a few more breaths. Say goodbye to the child for now. Continue breathing. Relax. And maybe notice any emotions that have come up for you. This can be a highly emotional exercise. Just notice what you're feeling. And anything you're feeling is okay and accepted. Let yourself feel the uncomfortable emotions. We always want to push away any bad feeling, bad symptom, bad emotion. That doesn't work. We're going to learn how to be with the pain or the compassion or the love, all of it. That's what living a mindful, valued life is, feeling the full range of human emotions. It's okay to feel. So take a minute and just feel what you're feeling. Notice what comes up for you. And if this exercise brought up a lot for you, maybe that's a message to yourself that you have some unresolved stuff that you need to deal with. That's okay too. Pretty much all have that. So to close this meditation, maybe you want to say something like, I may not be perfect, but I'm strong, smart, wonderful, just as I am. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. And if anybody wants to put something in the chat, a question or how that was for them, what your experience was, if you're comfortable sharing, I'd love to hear it. Only if it's positive. Just kidding. Any comments or experiences with that are welcome.
If you want to mute yourself and talk, or whatever you're comfortable with. Just to say that um, this is the third. Okay, though there's comments. Let's go with that. Sure. Wow. Amy.
Yes, internal family systems, whoever wrote that. Yes, that is based off of that work. Wish I could see your name, but
very useful. Amy, good challenge. Christoph, it reminded me of internal family systems, but simpler.
Yep.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
We when we did the first challenge like 2.5 years ago, Jodi, one of the daily challenges, meditations, the challenge was a self-compassion meditation, and it was remarkable how people really resonated and responded to it. I thought it was phenomenal as well. Anyway, I'll do a little bit more housekeeping. Feel free to keep putting in questions, or we'll be here for a few minutes for sure. So there will be a recording of this meditation and all the events. And one of the things that we're doing new is we are, as part of the upgrades for the challenge, is it includes a membership annually at $97 a year. It's usually $297. And now with all the drop-in yoga classes and meditation, and we'll have Qigong, it's really a great value. And that special offer ends at Tuesday at midnight. But I dropped a link in there. Some of the broad strokes of the offer are in there. And yeah, thanks everyone for coming. Anyone else have any more comments? We're not going anywhere, but
I just want to say one thing.
Sure.
I know that this meditation, in my experience, has been very emotional for people, and I don't want to open you guys up and then leave you hanging. Like I mentioned, I am a therapist, and if this in some way kind of sparks something for you, or you want to talk to me, or have a question for me, or need additional support, I am here for you guys. You can my website is jodibaretz.com, or you can reach out to me at jodi@jodibaretz.com. So I don't want to just leave you guys hanging with that, because like I said, as a warning, it can be very emotional, and really could spark some healing transformation for you. So hope you guys got something useful, beneficial out of it, and thanks for being here.
Yeah. Thank you, Jodi. That was profound. That was great. So as far as the challenge goes, Melissa, I was very surprised at how quickly it was deep. I had the same reaction when I did this in the first similar meditation that Jodi did. It took me by surprise a little bit how simple it was, but I was very surprised how quickly it was deep.
Yeah. Maybe I should have warned you guys beforehand, I guess. But it is pretty powerful. And if I had more time, obviously it would go a little bit slower, but I just wanted to give you a taste of what's possible.
And Neelam says, agree, went straight to the core. So we have a few minutes if you want to, type out some questions or ask some questions. That's the purpose of this, is to try to connect. But and I'm glad you coaxed it out of people too, to share their thoughts.
Yeah, and it might be hard to talk about specifics in a group like this, but like I said, if anybody does want to reach out to me, if it opened up something or sparked something, I'm happy to chat with you about it.
And this is the last live Challenge Week live event. We will be doing um, kind of like a closing session that I'll be hosting. I'm gonna try to get some Wisdom Feed Plus members on there so they can share their experience. And so that'll be either Monday or Tuesday. Keep an eye on the Facebook group or your emails for that. Again, this is brought to you by Wisdom Feed Plus, and hopefully this is a taste of a good taste this week of some an array of events. There are a lot of people from MBSR, John Kabat-Zinn, and TM and Bob Roth, and a lot of things in between. And I would encourage you also to check out Ashley's meditation today in the challenge. She's doing some wonderful work with mindfulness in the school systems. So she has a great gratitude challenge, a great gratitude meditation in today's challenge. And tomorrow's the last official day of the challenge. And again, we'll have kind of a finishing up event Monday, Tuesday, and yeah. So we'll hang around. Any other comments, or Melissa or Neelam, you want to expound or?
And also, Steve, when am I doing? I'm going to be doing the community check-ins on the first and third
For sure, it'll be
Thursday. What is it?
Third Thursdays.
Oh, the third Thursday.
Third Thursday. We can do first and third.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, third Thursdays. I guess like the ring to it.
Yeah, the third Thursday of the month.
And then I was traveling and I saw this place was doing first Fridays. So
I like the alliteration. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's easy to remember. So we'll probably do some kind of first Friday of each month as well. But the third Thursday of each month at noon Eastern Standard Time, Jodi will be here, open to the public, and again, if you have any questions about Wisdom Feed Plus or the challenge, feel free to reach out to me, Steve at BetterListen.com. And okay.
I guess it's a wrap.
I guess it's a wrap. Last chance.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Okay, Jodi, that was great. And thanks everyone for showing up. Hope you enjoy the last couple of days of the challenge. Please do put in some comments in the Facebook group if you get a chance. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for showing up. Kate, thanks for your time. All right. Thank you, everyone. And we'll see you next time. Thanks so much, Jodi.
Sure. Thank you, Steve.